Hey, what's up everyone? Danny Lining back with another War Robots video. Today we're going to be doing a build and some gameplay and all that good stuff on the brand new Leo robot. This is a tank maker. So this thing is basically a flying tank. It makes you and one of your teammates into a crazy tank that can be very hard to kill. Now, when it comes to the specializations, we got the Brawler setting, which is really good. We got the Repair Amplifier, and we have a Last Stand, or if you want, you can choose the Immune Amplifier. I think Immune Amplifier versus Last Stand is going to be personal preference. I would say try them both. We got the new drone on there, the Aopo. It's got a twin gun thing, so it's basically got a built-in gun. When you go up in the air, you get 80% more hit points every time you fly, so this is a great drone for any flying robot. It's got Cleanse that takes some negative effects away from you, and it's got on-landing Aegis Shield, so every time you land, your robot gets an Aegis Shield. Now, this robot has 3 medium weapon slots, so we got 3 of the nano robots, the nano weapons on there. What am I talking about? Next, we have Mr. Walter Termel is the pilot. This is a really good pilot. This works on both of the Leo and the Neo robot. So basically, every time you go up in the air, you're getting great durability defense and repair for the Leo and the Nuo, and whoever the Leo or the Nuo is actually linked to. When it comes to the pilot skills, we got Tough Guy, Deaf Survivor, Roadhog, Cautious Pilot, Stubborn Warrior, Armor Expert, and we have Mechanic. I think those are all really good skills. Now, the one skill that I don't have, you could probably take off the Mechanic and put on the Suppressor skill, but Suppressor is something you might want to think about instead of Mechanic, but you know, it's kind of your choice which way you want to go. Alright, so let's go ahead and take this thing into some gameplay. I'm going to make sure I get a clip that shows you just how tanky this thing can be, and it definitely makes your teammates tanky. Like when I was playing with my buddy last night, I was attached to him and he said, man, my Fenrir will not die. They said that this thing was making their Fenrir a crazy super tank that just wouldn't go down. So this thing definitely seems to be doing its job, but we're going to be focusing on gameplay of the robot itself and not really what it's doing to your teammates. But anytime you link to a teammate, you and the teammate become a tank. So basically, the more damage you take or the more damage your teammate takes, both of you get armor bonuses. So you probably want to try to attach to a robot that's already strong or already tanky. That way, both of you can take a lot of damage and get a whole bunch of armor stacks built up. And I think there is a 25 stack limit. But before we get into the gameplay, check this out really quick. If you purchase something on the War Robots web shop, don't forget to click the Support a Creators button and enter code DannyLightning at checkout. You might find some free stuff and some discounts over there as well. There's a link in the video's description and the pinned comment to the web shop. Thank you, and let's get back to the video. Alright, we're going to go ahead and drop in our Flying Fortress robot, and we're going to try and attach to a teammate. So we really want to find like a Raptor or a Fenrir or something that's tanky to try and attach to. Right there we got a Raptor, so me and him are both really tanky right now, right? As I take damage and he takes damage, we're both going to start getting a bunch of armor bonuses. And if you notice, every time I go up in the air, I go up to like 500 and some thousand hit points because of the drone on there, which is giving me a bunch of extra durability. I think 80% durability every time you go up in the air, which is crazy. So right now you're going to notice I'm taking a lot of hits. So as I take damage and as that other guy takes damage, we're just gaining bonus armor. So this thing should become very, very, very hard to kill once you get it up to the 25 stacks of armor. But yeah, as soon as I land, I will lose 80% of my hit points. So I guess you probably want to stay flying as much as possible. If you are going to land, I would say land behind cover where nobody can shoot you. Alright, so we're going to shoot at these guys. We're still attached to that Fenrir. We should be making him really hard to kill. And once I start taking a bunch of fire, pay attention to how strong my robot is, right? Right now, I'm healing gray damage up, so I'm not getting any gray damage. I think as long as you're linked to somebody, you take less gray damage. It's a little bit weird. That's not exactly what it tells you in the description, but I'm about 90% sure that's what's going on, is you have to be attached to somebody to get the gray damage repair. But it doesn't actually say that. It kind of says anytime you and the person you're attached to get the gray damage repair when you're flying, but I think you have to be attached to somebody to get that. But anyways, that's part of the pilot. But right now, I mean, we're not taking any gray damage. We just keep healing up. Now, there are times where this thing just gets shot out of the sky. I mean, if you notice, we keep losing our hit points. Like, we're down to almost half, but we're still attached to that guy. You know, when we shoot people, we can heal up sometimes. When we hit the healing button, we can heal up, which I'm probably going to need to do right about now so I don't hit my last stand, because I want to save that till a little bit later. I mean, honestly, maybe the repair amplifier would be the better choice here over the last stand. I haven't actually tried that yet, but I'm going to tell you what, try both. Try both, because you never know which one you're going to like, right? I kind of feel like you probably don't need the last stand as much on this robot as long as you stay attached to a teammate. Now that I'm down on the ground, I have lost some hit points. So I'm up to 400,000. When I go up, watch, here we go to 600,000, which is pretty crazy. We're up to 600,000 hit points. It's kind of weird, but I don't know. It's a really weird deal, the way the hit points and the armor and everything works on this. I don't quite fully understand it, but I'm going to tell you what, I can feel it in the air. The way they word things on the titles doesn't always explain exactly how something works so well. So I think the way they got everything worded is a little confusing, and it doesn't truly explain what's going on with the hit point bonuses and the armor bonuses. But just remember, when you attach to somebody, you become tanky, and if you have that pilot when you go up in the air, when you have that drone when you go up in the air, you get crazy extra hit points. So that drone is pretty important to have, because 80% more hit points is huge. You definitely want to make sure you get that thing, right? 80% more hit points is huge. All right, we're going to come over here. We're going to beat some people up. We're taking some big damage from a Titan. So one thing I will say is Titan weapons are this thing's weakness. You want to stay away from Titan weapons, right? Regular robots have a hard time killing this guy, but I notice Titans easily take it out. So it's probably best if that's like the first robot you drop, or if you see Titans on the battlefield, make sure you get back and make sure they can't hit you, because the Titans will wreck you really, really, really fast, right? Oh my God, my poor little robot died in like half of a second. Let's bring out Mr. Sam Jock. Mr. Sam Jock. All right, let's go over here and kick this guy in the buttocks. Let's kick this guy right in the buttocks. Oh, my turret killed him. Nice. I will take it. I will take it. All right, who's next on the list of people to die? Who is next? Who is next? Let's go shoot this big ball. Come on, oh my God, he blew me up. Titan weapons are nasty. Titan weapons are nasty. Let's bring in the Rook and let's shred somebody in the face. If you look at the beacon bar, we are completely winning. But honestly, I think Titans are too damn powerful, man. Titans are just too darn powerful for me these days. A lot of regular robots cannot stand up against a Titan. But in general, one thing I do wish they would change about this game is maybe they could tone down some of the damage, right? I don't think regular robots have enough hit points or have enough durability to stand up to Titan weapons, or even a lot of the regular robot weapons these days. I mean, there's so many robots that just die so fast. I mean, one thing I used to love about this game is how long it would take to kill something. You had to work to kill something. Now robots get destroyed in split seconds, just and then they're dead, and you're like, man, that sucked. But anyways, you got to see how tanky that was until the Titan came out. So you got to be really careful fighting against Titan weapons. Then we had 7 million damage, 4 kills, 3 assists. And I was basically trying to play this thing like a support. And then that nasty Titan showed up and it pretty much instantly killed me, which I did not appreciate one bit. But that was actually a really good run with the robot, and it was very durable until the Titan showed up. So this robot is designed to be like a mid-range fighter or a support. You want to stay back, attach to people, take some damage, your teammate takes some damage, you both become really tanky, and then you can just kind of help your teammates fight people from behind. So stay back behind your teammates and just help them clear people off the beacons or destroy people or whatever it is, but it's really designed to be a flying fortress support robot and not really a close range fighter. So I wouldn't put close range weapons on this and try to brawl with it, but pretty much any weapons you put on there are going to work just fine. You don't necessarily need these new ones. The whole point of this thing is to become tanky and make the teammates tanky, and that's exactly what this thing does. It does a very, very good job of it. But one thing I will say, if there are Titans on the map, make sure you pay attention to your surroundings. Try not to get shot by the Titans, because for some reason, certain Titan weapons just blow this thing out of the air like it didn't even exist. It's almost like it doesn't have any hit points or armor against certain Titan weapons. But bottom line is, just be careful and don't attach to an Indra, or don't attach to a, what's that robot called? Ravana, because every time the Ravana or the Indra goes into its ability, you lose the link. I'm not sure if that's intentional or if that's a bug, but for some reason, when those robots go into the ability, you unattach to them. So those robots are going in and out of the ability so fast, you're going to attach to somebody, in like 2 or 3 seconds later, you're probably going to lose that attachment. So I would probably try not to attach to an Indra or to one of those Ravanas until they either get that fixed, or maybe it's supposed to be like that and it's always going to be like that. Not really sure, but anyways, that's the deal with the robot. I just want to say thank you so much for watching my videos. I appreciate each and every one of you a lot, and huge shout out to my channel members. The extra support really helps this channel keep running and bringing you videos just like this. If you drop down the video's description, you'll see my affiliate links where you can get some really awesome stuff like cameras, lighting, microphones, stuff to make your room look cool, air fryers, coffee pots, you name it, all kinds of amazing things. And you'll find a few other ways to help support the channel as well. So thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, maybe check out one of these other videos that are just about to pop up on the screen. I really do appreciate you guys and gals. Have a wonderful day, and we will catch you next time. Lightning out. See ya.